Yo, what's up? It's your girl Amina Seen It. I'm here. I got my headphones on and we ready to go. But I was reading a story about Shador, and this mess is crazy. I really think that prank they did was to blow it up in his face. Keep waiting. That wasn't even funny. But as you know, he definitely got picked. And we are definitely happy for that. But I don't like the way the NFL tried to check him. And of course, we got your man, Ryan Coogler, another person that they really trying to check. But congratulations, your movie is a hit, a bestseller, but we knew what it was. You knew what it was when you asked for what you got. However, they trying to make it seem like the deal you got it's an exceptional deal when it's not. It's the normal run of the mill, but I guess because of your skin color, you wasn't supposed to get what you got. And we know it is a successful movie, so we're happy. And of course, you got your guy back in here. What the hell? Look, I can't even think of his name right now. Uncle Shannon, your uncle. I got a clip from Judge Joe Brown, and like I say, we all believe that it is role play gone wrong or rogue or whatever you want to call it. However, not that I really care for the person, but that's still the way I feel. Little Kim gets caught out there by her man, and that is crazy. Not her man, but some guy she was producing. She was mixing business and pleasure, and it got emotional. Aww. Well, whatever. Let's start the intro and let's go in. How you doing? Jug from State Farm, and we about to roll in right now with the credits.
Hey, yo, talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I peek, they nipped out sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Get the work, put it up for my seeds. No care for the IG, just no care. Anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club. They do anything for club. Do anything for club.
People need to hear this. It's a lot of names on my hit list. Still say what he wants to. Still wet like a big. I should run a whole blog at this rate. They using my name for clickbait. Even wanna start fake beef. Just say the low weave in the mixtape. They know I'm the bomb. They ticking me off. Say anything to get a response. I know that mean they traffic is slow. Somebody just gotta practice along. So she being tame. They'd rather be wild. This is brandy. They wanna be down. Soon as got something to sell, they say my name. Destiny Child. Everybody wanna be lit. Everybody wanna be rich. Everybody wanna be this. If us, you all hate me. Read my promise. All of that talking, I'm calling it out. Calling opinions from private accounts.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Anyway, so I was like looking at Shador, right? The neighborhood talk has been going off about this prank. These dudes actually pranked him while he's waiting to be called. Now they're saying that Shador wasn't called. First of all, he was like the number 3 pick in the whole entire for the quarterbacks. So he was top and he was up there. However, they wasn't calling him. Now I was like watching Stephen A. Smith, and he was like, "Yo, they trying to humble him," and it's really a shot at. Hold on, where's my shotting? It's a shot at his daddy, Deion Sanders. Now, of course, he raised a well-rounded son. The son, they didn't come from poverty and stuff like that. So he got a good head on his shoulders and stuff like that, but they say he's a little bit too arrogant. So they made him wait. And that's the thing. But the reason why everybody's pissed off is because it's like, yo, for nobody to call him, all these teams to just not call him, y'all had the band together. Because you mean to tell me nobody wanted him? Like, y'all playing games now. They feel like the owners got together and they was like, we're going to show him who's who. But in the middle of this prank, in the middle of him waiting, he gets pranked. And the thing is, he had a private number. So it's like, how did you even get this number to prank call me? Let's bring it up.
Here, GM of the Saints.
How you doing?
Good, how are you, man?
So these guys, they decided to do a live and they prank called him.
Yeah, we have. It's been a long wait, man. We're gonna take you with our next pick right here, man. But you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, man. Sorry about that.
Right. So yeah, they prank called him and it was like, buddy, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Now they actually have the audio of him being at his house. Mind you, I saw the house. Like, I guess because it came on my time feed, I actually got a tour of the house. Yo, that house is crazy. I said he ain't worried, but this is his life. Like, he's structured, and I'm gonna be honest, they train really, really hard. I'm gonna tell you a story about that after we finish this story at the end or whatever. And I have been to a draft pick party. It's fun. And I ended up there by mistake. Trey.
Yeah, how are you, man?
Good, been waiting on you.
This is the prank call.
No, for sure. Why don't you get up and stand right here? Yeah. There's nothing there. What does that mean?
What do you say?
I don't know.
How you gonna ask us what it means and you was on the phone?
You heard that?
So you're gonna have to wait a little longer. Sorry about that.
I don't know what that was. It's 50-50. But nobody got this number though.
See, that was the thing. Nobody had the number, but yeah, it's like they was able to call him. I think that was like somebody that like daddy was the owner of the team or somebody. They definitely passed his number around, and they thought it was funny have him sit there and wait. Like, he got the skill and stuff like that. So that's the thing, and it's messed up and it's phony to sit here and have a skill, work your ass off, and them playing games because you're not humble enough for them. You're not begging enough. I mean, he got the skill, and it took a long time. It's not like he did it overnight. He was working hard. But this is congratulations. I gotta, turn down the sound, but apparently it was 5th round. Everybody think this is funny, and I don't think it's funny at all. So, oh yeah, back to I was in Vegas one day and I was chilling with my homegirls, and we went out to a party. We went out to Drea's, actually. Come to find out, that was the after spot of an NFL drop. It was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Hey, what's up, Monique 69 Ways? And it was nice because the club, they had the girls dancing on top of the stuff, but in the back of the club, it's actual pool. So they had like 2 pools there and stuff like that. And it was bottle service and everything going. And it was like, because I was like, yo, why all these football players in here? And it was like, it's the draft. And I was like, oh, okay. But I say all I say, it was a cool vibe when all of this mess is over and the heartaches and stuff like that. But I did have a friend that dated somebody who did have a ring on the I think it was the Giants team or something like that. You know what? I'm using the word dated loosely. Anyway, it was up in, because I think they train in Albany, and my homegirl was in Albany College. She used to be my friend. She was in Albany College and stuff like that. They really don't have time to do anything. They eat, sleep, and train. They run that mess like it is crazy. So what I want to say is congratulations to everybody that got picked, everybody that's on their way, and everybody that just worked hard for the damn game. Now we get to Ryan Coogler real quick, and congratulations to him. I actually have to go see the movie again, and I'm going to see the movie in IMAX. Now, apparently there was a big deal. Apparently he got a big ass deal from Warner Brothers. And how are people upset? They're saying rival studios are upset that Warner Brothers gave Ryan Coogler a big deal. I mean, a big deal. And by big deal, I mean a white deal. Because he's like, yo, this wasn't a big deal. They trying to make it seem like this is what it was. I did my homework. I did my research. He know what he's worth. Mind you, this is the same guy that did the Black Panthers. Come on. He knows what he's doing. He's not new to this. He earned it. And he was like, yo, this project, he put his blood, sweat, and tears in it. And baby, it shows. And we're happy for it. But let's hear him talk about it. She's going to ask him this dumbass question about this deal that he got. Now, mind you, I sped this video the hell up because it will drag.
Brothers agreed to spend $90 million.
So her voice doesn't sound like Tweety Bird in real life. It's sped up. His voice, y'all know, it's sped up.
million to make Sinners and agreed to give you a cut of gross ticket sales, now rare arrangement known as first dollar gross, meaning before they recoup their costs, you're getting money as well. Warner also agreed, and this is absolutely key, to relinquish its ownership of the film to you after 25 years. The Times reports, quote, some rival film companies were horrified that Warner Brothers would give a film away even after a period of time. Talk about these key components of your contract and why this was so critical for you, Ryan Coogler.
What I will do is I'll maybe add some context that maybe those articles didn't. I'm not the first filmmaker to get any of these deals. You know, and Warner Brothers is not the first studio to provide these deals to a filmmaker. I think that a lot has been made of my deal in particular. I'm not totally sure why. I have my guess, but I've been in the industry long enough to know what kind of deals are possible, and nothing about this deal is a new thing. You know,
what's your guess?
I'd rather not say. The attention on what's happening with this project, you know, outside of it as a piece of art and as a piece of commerce has been very interesting. You know, this film was very important to me. I've made over $2 billion at the global box office. I'm not yet 40 years old. It's taken a lot of time, commitment, energy, and I've missed out on a lot of things in my life. I'm making films that will always be owned by other people. For this one, because it was so personal, and because I had the ability to negotiate, I asked for a few things that were very important to me for this project, you know, and for what it was about and what it meant to me and my family. And thankfully, you know, I was to get those things I was asking for from Warner Brothers.
All right, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Congratulations to him. He was just asking for what they usually give other people. He knew, he did his research. He knows I am that damn good at it. And he is. And he was like, yo, this takes a lot away from me, my family, my loved ones. I give it my all. And this was definitely very personal to me. And he knows that this is going to be a story that's going to go and descend years and years and years. And yes, everybody go see it. It was a good movie. I'm proud of this man. And he deserves everything he got. Now, we're going to go on to the next topic. Yo, this dude, Little Kim has been the merchandise. And by merchandise, I mean her artist. So apparently, he was supposed to get a deal with her. Actually, his records and everything was supposed to drop. Apparently, you got to read between the lines. They definitely were sleeping together, because for her to get mad that he had a baby, apparently he had a baby on her. And he's like, nah, we wasn't in a relationship, so I didn't have a baby on you. I guess the person that he had a baby with. But it's like, dude, yo, why they call him a YN? They was like, that's what she get for effing with YNs. He can't comprehend the fact that he had a baby and she pulled the deal out. Like, I guess he got the deal because he was sleeping with her. And he's blowing up. He's all over the place. Here we go, Little Kim. This is your YN. Hey, YN. What's up?
Supposed to be about business. We supposed to admire each other as artists, right? And this the reason why you mad at me, bro? Cause I came out with a beautiful blessing baby boy. Do all of that to me?
He talking Little Kim.
There's some shit I'd never say to Kim, because there's a line I won't cross. I'll be honest, but I'll never cross that line. You niggas known her for years. For years. Ain't never said shit.
She shelved him.
Y'all despicable. Don't come in my DMs with this dumb ass shit. Y'all niggas despicable. I said this shit to y'all in LA. Was real shit. Everything I said. She fucking signed me. Some shit went wrong that she didn't like.
Oh, you know somebody's pissed off when they keep cutting the line. They keep stopping and they going again. And then they going again. And then after this motherfucker started texting. And it's like, yo, somebody take the phone. Little Kim, don't give him a response. The only reason why this is news is because it's Little Kim.
That had nothing to do with the music. I never disrespected her. No way in terms of business. I signed the contract. My lawyer told me not to sign the contract. I still signed the contract because I trusted her. And I was like,
he thought he was controlling her with that peen. I'm telling you.
And then shit went wrong. She stopped communicating with me. And then a couple months later, I'm like, okay, well.
He had a baby on her. We got to read this. Like, he's victim. He's victiming.
Ain't gonna stop me from dropping music. I'm an artist. I want to drop music. And then no communication. Now she want to take my music down, bro? Fuck out of here. All she had to do was reach out to me and be like, yo, you shouldn't be dropping music. And then I get my lawyer and we figure out how to end the contract. I didn't give a fuck if she had fucking 65% of my shit. I don't care.
Hold on. Is he got music in the background?
That's fine. If my shit blew up one day and I had to owe her some money, I don't care.
It's not about the money. Like, he ain't going nowhere.
Give it to her. I got nothing but love for shorty. That's it. She fucking signed me.
Again.
Some shit went over here with this whole nigga had a baby on.
You see what I mean? Like YN, get it out. Let's get it out.
On somebody, bro. Nobody had a baby on nobody, bro. Nobody was dating together. None of that, my nigga. That shit wasn't real, my nigga. That shit was not real. That shit was not my idea. Fuck it.
I had a baby. It wasn't real. It wasn't my idea. But you had a whole baby.
And I ain't say shit either. The whole fucking time, I ain't say shit while niggas was fucking, while you fucking over there with, you know, getting groped up by another nigga. I ain't say shit. Because I don't care. Okay, y'all obviously doing y'all big one on this shit. Because I get another email.
All right. So this is, he can't. And I get it. Like, he thought that, he's young. He thought it was all good. So, yeah, he starts tweeting out. Is it tweet or Instagram, man? I'm guessing Instagram. It says, the amount you put me through, bro. I was your biggest fan. Now you take my music down without a conversation. Now I'm real ready to crash out. So he's telling her he about to crash out. Like, all your business in the street. It's not even a disrespect. And he gonna tell the truth. So yeah. Unfortunately, yes, DeMarcus said Tay Brown young enough to be Little Kim's son. No pun intended. Yeah, I don't even know their age difference, but she definitely was messing with a young dude. And he had a baby on her. I don't know why. Like, he do look young, like young, like. And when they young, he's finding his way. He's realizing, oh, you know, and I'm a rapper. I got a penis. I can go do this and that. Is this, you know. Anyway, I'm so over it. I can't even. You get it. He's just going on and on. I defended you. I guess because she blocked him and he can't talk. So I guess instead he put us in the group chat. And by us, I mean neighborhood talk. And when you put them in the group chat, it's over. So I don't know why, but Kanye West got smoke for Boosie. Here we go.
I know that nigga smell poor. I never met him.
I guess Boosie had said something, and apparently Kanye West took it the wrong way. But from what I heard, that it really was not a diss. But Kanye West is talking about, I know Boosie smells like he is poor.
That nigga smell poor. You know, that nigga is poor. What the fuck I'm talking about smell?
Yeah, Boosie got us not talking shit.
But he there. That's what he's there to do. They took a piece of shit and made him talk shit. He talking himself. He a piece of shit. Well, what?
So then, yeah. So pretty much that is what's going on with that. But yet, and I really would not have posted because y'all know I don't really talk about Kanye that much because I think that he is not well. I do think that they Hollywood of Babyloned him. That is when they give you certain stuff to make you go crazy. However, Boosie responded, and that is why we're talking about it right now. Boosie was like, I smell never. Your mouth smells like ham and cheese and pocket when it comes out of the microwave. What you need to do is watch what you tweet, bro. You have sons who look up to you and they value your words. You just motivated your son to put a situation in his mouth. You're making your son suspicious of what the situation tastes like, you know, because Kanye West was over there venting about what him and his cousin did when they was 14. Again, I really don't report on Kanye West because I really believe he is not well. In other news, Shannon Sharpe, I got Stephen A. Smith decided to speak on the situation. And when he did, he was talking with his chest. Bro got off. Let me see if I got the video right now. Let me see if I know I recorded it. Let me see. Oh gosh, it's not here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to pull it up. So I guess at some point they were friends, and apparently Stephen A. Smith is the reason why Shannon Sharpe was signed to ESPN. That is what I heard. I'm not sure if that's 100% factual or not. However, I believe that he was told to distance himself completely from Shannon because you know how ninjas are. Ninjas, we got to separate you. So I have never seen Stephen A. Sharpe so animated. I'm gonna find it right now. Matter of fact, Stephen A. Hold on 1 second. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh, did I tell y'all? I'm sorry. Back to Shender real quick. Do you know Donald Trump even sent out a damn, I guess he was busy not saving the world or ignoring us like he normally does, but he definitely even sent out a tweet to this. And the tweet was, what is wrong with NFL owners? Are they stupid? Deion Sanders was a great college football player and was even a greater NFL. He also was very good coach, streetwise and smart. Okay. I don't even know why that's in there with a draft, but therefore, Shender, his quarterback son, has phenomenal genes. Yo, I don't know why, but it sounds like Black Friday. And when I say Black Friday, I mean, you know how when slaves used to stand there to get picked up and stuff like that, and they looking at their jeans and stuff like that, and they reach out your tongue, bend over, all of this crazy stuff. I don't know why that just flashed in my mind. And is all set for greatness. He should be picked immediately. Yeah, it really does seem like that. By a team that wants to win. Good luck, Shandir, and say hello to your wonderful father. That was that real quick. Sorry, I did not mean to jump. But back to Stephen A. Smith. Let me add him real quick. Stephen A. Smith shuns Shannon Sharpe. Give me 1 second. And he says he's not talking about him, but I'm like, that's a fucking lie. Cause let me see. One second. Let me pull it up. Am I gonna find this video? You know what? I'm sorry. I could pull it up off of the shade room. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry. Usually I am never prepared. Here it is right here. Hold on. He's like, I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. And it's like, dude, you are definitely talking about Shannon Sharpe. You never talk with that energy. He never gets from behind he actually gets up from behind his desk and he's talking about people that do podcasts and how they can't do what the hell they want to do and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, why don't you just say his name at this point? And he goes, I'm not talking about Shannon. And it's like, dude, that energy you got right now, you definitely are talking about it. Spanish. Here we go. Let me add it to the screen.
That we live in terms of the podcast stratosphere and everything like that. A lot of people want to walk around thinking you can do what you want to do when you want to do it. You could your own operation. You don't have to answer to anybody. That's not true. I've had people open their mouth.
I ain't never seen this dude get up off of the damn
they've said,
stage.
Stephen A., you work for ESPN. What kind of control do you really have? This is my podcast. This is my YouTube show. I own this. But if you think for 1 second that I could just do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, and there's not going to be any repercussions, you're clueless. and you're destined to fail and fall on your face. I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe.
No. Why are you not talking about Shannon Sharpe? Because that's the only reason you talk about podcasting. You can't do whatever you want to do. And he ain't never had that energy a day in his life where he's stepping out away and coming around. And yo, the dude, he even sound like a preacher.
I'm not talking about Shannon Sharpe. I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I'm talking about a climate that we're living in. Some people sit up there and they look at me and they say, Stephen A. don't get himself in this kind of trouble. How does he pull it off?
What kind of trouble?
First of all,
he goes, this kind of trouble. What kind of trouble?
there's certain behaviors and proclivities that you never have to worry about me engaging in. But most importantly than that, I often say this about Walt Disney. I'd rather work for a place with standards than one looking for them. You know why? Because lines are drawn. And I never have to worry about crossing them because guess what? I've got something there reminding me, hold on.
Anyway, y'all could go look at the whole speech on YouTube. But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, he definitely had energy. He keeps saying it's not about Shannon Sharpe, but that whole conversation was definitely 100% seeming like it was about Shannon Sharpe. I believe that his bosses told him, yo, you got to exclude yourself from him. And he did. And I read the comments when this mess is going on. And somebody was like, don't speak too soon. That's what they all say. And then now I say that because I remember Shannon Sharpe was scolding somebody else. I think they got caught. It was a football player and he had like 25 allegations and Shannon Sharpe was like, stand on it. He was speaking just like this dude right here. So I was like, yo, give it a year or two. And then it's going to be like, I'm just saying, let's just, anyway, let's keep it going. Let me remove it.
That's what he took a piece of shit and made him talk shit. He talking.
Kanye West, he cursing like a man.
Don't worry about it.
So this is a clip. Who did this? A Night and Day Network did it.
Shit and made him talk shit. He talked.
Yeah.
This is how it went down. Doom.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you do what things that you did to me.
Legal perspective.
Anyway, so they interviewed Judge Joe Brown on this situation, and it was like, yo, do you think he's gonna get off? Because I told you that in my mind, I feel like they're gonna put it in front of jury, and then they're gonna be like, no means no. Like I said, I do believe that it was role play because I have heard about this situation before. Like this is so. The thing is, you got to understand. She asked to be paid $50,000. He's paying $50,000 not because I highly doubt he is paying $50,000 to have missionary sex with somebody. He has the kink, and the kink is the HMS, or I can't even think of the damn word right now. You know what I'm talking about. And in that, of course, they've done it like over 100 times. So, and each time it's like, no. And that's why I was like, yo, that definitely sounds like a setup. Like I say, morally, I don't like him as a person based on what I see. I see that fact that he judges he throws stones. Let me see if I got the thing. He throws stones at everybody else. I think that he treads lightly when he does the age thing. However, I do think that was his kink, and that's what he's paying for $50,000. Yeah, she know what he like. He got a kink, yo. He likes the aggressive situation, and I think on that day she recorded him. And the same thing, because if you look at Judge Joe Brown's face, he's like, yo, when you know, you know. And he's like, this is what it is.
I'll give it to you. Shannon Sharpe is part of this nefarious part of the dark side of legal practice.
Okay, so I'm sorry, real quick. What he's saying is like pretty much what they was trying to do with Jay-Z or whatever. Apparently it's a thing where it's like, oh, we got this on you if you don't want your name dragged, because his name is dragged and he's trashed right now. And honestly, I don't know if he's going to recover. I think he's going to go broke because he has a certain spending habit already, but he just lost everything that he was getting, like his income. And who knows how Club Shay Shay does, because right now, the way he's being dragged and the hypocritical stuff that he's been saying and his character, I don't know if people are going to want to go to his show. And I don't know if people like, how do you feed your kids how do you feed your lifestyle now? And that's why somebody was like, yo, it's weird that she didn't settle for the 10 million. And now that I think about it, I'm like, yo, that is pretty weird that she did not settle, only because I don't think he's going to be worth it. I don't think he's about to be worth it. I think he's about to lose everything. And then if you lose, you can't lose what you fucking don't make. So, and they said that there was a recording. I did hear the recording on Tasha K's thing with Shaq and them trying to get Shaquille O'Neal, trying to get information on Shannon. They freaking can't stand him. It was actually who called? It was that light-skinned tall dude. When I think of his name, he was dating one of the basketball wives, girl, and he was always getting in trouble. They was like digging information on Shannon at some point.
It becomes profitable to file bogus actions against prominent people to coerce a settlement. And I'll just leave it at that, because as we have heard from some of the stuff that the defense is bringing out, she only was getting what she was begging for. Now she's complaining about it, trying to act like there's a cash cow she can milk a little bit more for whatever she can get out of it. And the law crew and
you got to understand, he got no filter sometimes, but that's why everybody loves Jojo Brown.
Involved is the same suspect crew that has been involved in other stuff, allegedly. So it's part of the game, and it's the unsavory part of the game.
He keeps talking.
I think that's not wise, but he's done it so far, so time to stop it and let's see what happens. Soap operas are one of the nastiest, most corrupt things that America has done to itself. But anyway, I'll leave it at that.
What do you call that? Moral clause in his contract?
So pretty much, Disney, they fire him because moral clause. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he released all of that stuff, even the text messages, regardless, it's dirty and it falls under the moral clause. Like, you got to be like a church-going man. We're not supposed to be seeing your kinky-ass text messages and seeing fellatio and stuff. It's Disney, for God's sake.
Proved, except she asked for what she received, and now she wants to complain about it. And it's just, they'll probably, if they have the financial wherewithal, which I think they probably do, they'll bring in expert testimony through psychologists about those who like rough trade.
So what would be your advice to men like Shannon Sharpe? He's a fool himself.
Too bad.
A wealthy, rich fool. There's a lot of them out there.
Well, be surprised at what goes on in the real world out there.
So he pretty much said that he thinks that he's going to get off because they'll probably bring in a psychologist that understands what he's doing. He's saying that she knew that it was like a rough situation, and because the text messages, she's asking, oh, I want to be choked out, I want this, I want that, whatever. And I gotta find that damn audio. It was Matt Barnes was, and you know who actually got that message? It was originally received by Tasha K, but I had heard the audio that she had. And when Matt Barnes called her, he was like, I know who you, he was like, it's AI, but then he's like, I know who you got it from. She's out to get me. So it's like, is it AI or you know who I got it from? You know who recorded it. But they was fishing around for information for Shannon. This was 2 months ago or a month and a half ago. This is right before all of this stuff happened. But like I said, it's baffling to me that she did not settle for the 10 million, because he didn't get the $100 million deal. So what the hell is this dude worth? His podcast is going. What else is going? The podcast is like it's questionable right now. You lost your ESPN job. And you were a retired football league. You got all these bills, and now you don't even have enough income to subsidiate it. So that's why it's like, why didn't you just take it? Because he ain't about to be worth shit. Aww. I'm just saying, that's just for me doing math real quick. You can't make somebody pay what they don't have. Umar Johnson. Umar. We're going to say Umar. We know who Umar is. Umar, the guy that did the school stay closed. Daughter out here fighting. Definitely more father in her life. 10 more times! Because apparently she just got her ass beat and she's just like, oh, this is my first time in a fight. And I'm like, why is she out here fighting? Didn't she say she's like 23 years old? Like, what the hell? Anyway, I think that is pretty much it for me today with this mess. But if anybody want to talk, I got 18 people up in here. Please hit that like and subscribe button. But anyway, if y'all have any questions or y'all want to say something or talk or whatever, I'm just gonna open it up to comments real quick before I get the hell on out of this place. It's a great Sunday though. What y'all up to? And let me know if it's better with the headphones or without the headphones. With the headphones, I could do these damn sound effects. Without it, y'all might get once in a while or something like that. But I noticed that when I do my videos, y'all like it. And yeah, I got a new video out with Rock, my deal of what I think happens to famous. Because as y'all know, I really do show reviews, movie reviews, and stuff like that. And when I do lives with y'all, it's just to hang out with y'all and gossip and talk garbage. And to see what else is out. But anyway, guys, this has been Amina Seen It. I love you and enjoy your freaking Sunday and your